Today, I thought I would try and catch up on something which I promised you lot a long time ago. About 2 months ago, I said to you, to celebrate 20,000 subscribers, I will make a video where you can ask me questions and I will answer them. So here it is. This is the 20,000 subscribers special from me, and I really hope you enjoy it. Before I do start though, I did want to say thank you to all who have subscribed to my channel. This year has been tremendous for that. Like, it's gone past anything I could have possibly predicted. So thank you all so much, and it really does mean a lot to me that you've just been so supportive to the channel itself. And thanks to you guys, I can't wait for 2020 to start and get making more orchestrations for everybody. So, question number 1. What's your name? Do you have a musical education? Thanks. From a line? Just a quick note, if I do accidentally mispronounce your name, I am very sorry. I'm going to try my best at it, but I'm probably going to get it wrong, so I'm sorry in advance. My name is Louis Ashley, and yes, I do have a musical education. Question number 2. Where did you go for college or university? What course did you take? From Gia. So I studied a course called Commercial Music in the campus of Broadstairs, and the university was called Canterbury Christ Church University. Question number 3. Did you take music lessons before? And that's from Natasha. I did take music lessons before. I used to get drum lessons. I started when I was maybe 8-9 years old, and I continued to get lessons up until I was about 16-17, and then I went to university, and then I stopped as I had no money to continue with private lessons, but I was able to get drum lessons for free at the university, so that was pretty good. Then once I finished my course, I just never got lessons again, to be honest. I just kind of started trying to learn on my own. I did actually manage to get up to grade 6, I believe, on the drums, the grading thing they do with Trinity and Guildhall, but that's as high as I got. Question number 4. What musical instruments do you play? And that's from Anna Paula Vasconcelos. So as I mentioned a second ago, I play the drum kit. That is my main instrument, the one I feel most comfortable playing, and I guess the most technically skilled at. I also play the guitar, both electric and acoustic. I play the piano, and I also am trying to learn currently the clarinet, the B-flat clarinet. Question number 5. What do you do for a living, aside from posting video on YouTube? This is from Lisa Sky. So I do have a day job, and that day job is currently a postman. I go around delivering people's post. Question number 6. Why do you choose to do orchestra on YouTube? Were you yourself in an orchestra at some point of time? From Afasa H? Probably got that wrong, sorry. I started posting my orchestrations on YouTube as I just had nowhere else to put them, really. Started this back in 2011 as I finished university, and yeah, I don't know really, I just post it on YouTube, and that's what I've always done. In regards to being in an orchestra, no, I've never been in an orchestra before. I love watching them, but I've never actually been able to play within one. That's mainly down to the fact that my piano playing is not the best, and yeah, they probably wouldn't let me in. And, you know, they have drum kits in orchestras, but it's not the most sought after thing, I think, in the orchestration itself. Question number 7. What made you think about starting this channel? Also, thank you for starting this awesome channel. That's from Cornelia Street. Well, thank you very much. I'm really happy that you enjoy the channel. That means a lot. So yeah, I started doing this channel as I just needed to post my orchestrations somewhere. I had no other place to put them really at the time. This was back in 2011, as mentioned earlier, and yeah, I only started doing the orchestrations just because I sort of heard music which I thought would sound really nice as orchestras, I guess. I think the best thing which influenced me was when I was a kid, when I was in secondary school. We was on a school trip to see the London Symphony Orchestra play Queen songs, and I loved it. I thought it was the best thing in the world, and it's always stuck with me. So when I've got software which can emulate an orchestra, I just wanted to see how these pop songs would sound as, you know, orchestral pieces, I guess. And yeah, the idea was born there, and ever since then I've just been posting. Question number 8. Are you a Swiftie? From Rebecca Warren. Am I a Swiftie? Yes. I feel like I'm a new Swiftie though. I like Taylor Swift, and I thought she's got some great songs, but I've never really been into her. Like, I've never like been into her this much, at least. I feel like the Lover album, I listened to it and I was just taken away by it. I loved every song on it, actually, and yeah, it's I definitely overplayed it. In regards to throughout my whole entire life, I've liked the singles she's released. Like, I think Blank Space is a fantastic song, and Shake It Off obviously was just a dance tune of 2014, wasn't it? I really liked 22 as well. I thought it's just a great song, actually. But again, they're just singles, so yeah, I feel like I'm diving into the Taylor Swift pool finally. Which, can I mention, would have happened anyway, with or without posting the videos online as well. I enjoy doing these, so that's why I do them, and the requests from you guys are great, but with or without these ever taking off, I still would have enjoyed the Lover album. I think it's just a fantastic album. Every song is just a banger. Question number 9. Have you gone to a Taylor Swift concert? From Joan Pablo Hernandez. I've never been to a Taylor Swift concert, but I wouldn't say that's down to the fact that I don't want to go to one of her concerts. I'm not biased to other artists. I don't really go to concerts. I haven't even really been to a big music festival either. No idea why. I tend to feel like when I'm there, I want to be the one on stage, not in the crowd, you see, and I just think, I just can't be bothered to do that. I don't know if that makes any sense. I probably should. I've been to like a few smaller like bands who have played, and I've really enjoyed that, so maybe the big ones would be good. So maybe one day I will go to a Taylor Swift concert. That would be awesome, to be fair. Her shows do look pretty spectacular. Question number 10. Honest opinion on Taylor Swift. Irish Swiftie. Yeah, she's a fantastic female artist, let's be honest. I remember when she first came out with Love Story, I think it was like back in 2008. And yeah, I thought the song was good then, and then over the years you hear her develop slowly but surely with her musical sound. Some of it was questionable. Like, I'm not a big fan of the song Look What You Made Me Do. I feel like that was a bit of a miss on that part, but again, she's had some classics in my opinion as well. Like, some of her songs are just fantastic. As a person herself, yeah, she seems fine in my opinion. I quite like her as a human being. She seems friendly and nice from what you see on social media and stuff. I know it's hard to judge a real character based upon social media. She might not be that nice in real life, I don't know, but from what I've seen of her persona, she seems like a decent human being. That's all you can really ask for. Question number 11. Can you please cover every single Taylor Swift songs? I love your work. That's from Happiness. Well, I mean, as far as it's going right now, I am probably going to end up covering every single Taylor Swift song. Not that I have a problem with that, that's fine. It gives me something to do. And I get to explore the ever-expanding back catalogue of hers as well. So, you know, it's a win-win in my eyes. Question number 12. Can I become a singer? From Mr. Real Reaper. Yeah, sure. Question number 13. What's your favourite singer? From D.A.W Andrel. My favourite singer is Freddie Mercury. Question number 14. Name your top 10 favourite singers/songs from Nafas Nafas. I don't really have a top 10, I guess. I'll tell you a few of my favourite songs and my favourite singers. So as I just mentioned, maybe bands. I might do bands actually. So band-wise, I really like Radiohead. Tom York, obviously the lead singer of that. Elbow, Guy Garvey, the lead singer of that. Queen, Freddie Mercury. Oh, my first band I've ever gotten into in my life. When I was like 7 or 8, I just heavily got into Queen for like the next decade. Just couldn't get enough of them. And I still stand by my claim of early Queen is the best Queen. And then Jeff Buckley, his Grace album is just phenomenal. His voice is just heart-melting. It's amazing. Radiohead? Did I say Radiohead? Might have said Radiohead. I don't know. I really like Radiohead. I liked Muse. I like earlier Muse, to be more specific as well. I feel like after the album Resistance in 2008, it kind of went downhill from a little bit. I preferred the rockier edge. Absolution by Muse being one of my favourite albums of all time. And then songs, I guess, again, I find songs hard. I change my opinion about songs all the time. One week I really am into one song, and then the next week I'll be onto another song by a whole different artist or group or something. Because there's so many. Again, like there's so many I could list, and right now I can't think of a single one. So if I had to choose a few songs for you, which I personally love and tend to head back to at some point in my life, I'd say Let Down by Radiohead off the album OK Computer. I really like Elbow's song Grounds for Divorce. That's just a fantastic song and riff, and the whole album, to be fair, is just phenomenal. It's just mind-blowingly good. Lover, You Shoulda Come Over by Jeff Buckley. Again, just it's just beautiful. His voice, the song, it just flows so nicely. It's just phenomenally good. Again, I can't express how good it is. I'll never be able to write a song that good. No one will ever again. For Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, obviously that's a classic. And then you got like things like, I love the Fairy Fella's Masterstroke. I just think that's an amazing song. Off Night at the Opera, you got Seaside Rendezvous, Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. They just go everywhere. I love it. Over the Top. I really like Somebody to Love by Queen as well. I think that's a beautiful song. Again, it's just fantastic. And yeah, sorry, I feel like I've kind of gone on a tangent with that. I haven't really done a top 10, but maybe one day I'll, if you want, let me know in the comments if you do want to see this. I'll maybe put together, actually think about what I'm going to say, a top 10 songs, bands, singers list maybe, if you want that. Let me know. Question number 15. How many years does it take to learn an instrument? From Pratyusha Adapa. Okay, just to reiterate, if I've pronounced your name wrong, I'm very sorry. Many, 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 many years. You can pick up an instrument, you can learn a few chords, but that doesn't mean you've learned the instrument. I've been playing the drums for God knows how long, like 2 decades now. The same with the piano and stuff, and I still haven't learned the instrument. There's so much you can learn and so many things you can do and different techniques and such. But that's the thing about it. It's not about how long does it take to learn, it's about what can you do on it to make something that you want to make. Yeah, for me personally, in my head at least, it takes years and years and years of dedication to actually learn an instrument to a degree where you're like, yes, I can do anything. But even then, you'll never actually fully learn the instrument. There's always something new you can learn, which, again, is the most exciting thing about musical instruments. You never run out of things to do. And that's what I love about music. You just constantly got something to be doing within it. And that's just brilliant. Always learn. Stay learning. Yeah. Question 16. Would you consider doing songs that are not as well known? Because I would love to see Love by Lena. It's such a beautiful song. I don't mind doing stuff which is not as well known as other major songs. I've got a few songs which I personally want to do myself which aren't that well known. I don't expect anybody to listen to them, but I do them because I just want to hear what they sound like and I enjoy making these. So yeah, I will always do them. So don't think if you comment below that I won't listen, have a look. I always do, and yeah, I always try my best to get around to making them for you. Question 17. What's your process for when you add in those extra bits that you don't hear in a song? Like, how long does it take to kind of recompose the piece? From Brooke Baker. Yeah, so what I tend to do is, when I'm trying to work out when I want to add bits and pieces to it, I'll look at the chords of the song itself, and a lot of the pop songs tend to just reuse same chords again and again. There's 4 chords, those 4 chords are pretty much used throughout the entire piece. So then I will try to look at what chords haven't been used throughout the piece of music and then try to insert them and then try to work out some kind of melody which is playing upon the melody of a singer to try to keep it within the song. It's, you know, remind you that this is still this song, but I'm also doing some new things with the chords and the harmonies and such. So yeah, I hope that answers it. Question 18. How do you make all these videos? From nothing. I used to use Final Cut Pro 10, I think that's what it's called, Final Cut Pro, and I'm now currently using Premiere Pro, and I have After Effects to try to animate the lyrics, which is a long and trudging process, but I'm hoping to speed it up. Question number 19, from David Brogan. What do you first do after you deciding on what song you are going to recreate? When I decide upon a song, I will try to work out the chords. If I can't work out the chords, then, you know, we do what everyone does, and that's go to Ultimate Guitar tab, and hopefully someone has worked them out for me. Degree musician sitting here. But I'll listen to the song, I'll play the chords, making sure that all the chords are actually correct, then try to listen to like the nuances within the bass. Sometimes the bass will do something else which is not on the root note and such, so it can change a whole entire song if you're doing all that incorrectly. And then I will sit down and play it. I'll play it on the guitar, the acoustic first of all, and then I'll go to the piano and start working out the melody. I do that by singing along and then trying to find the pitch and then pitching it and then singing that along with it, and then yeah, that's how you work out melodies for the lead vocals. And then yeah, I'll literally just listen to it a number of times, play along, and then try to imagine in my head what bits will be what. Like sometimes you've got backing vocals, I think, oh, that'd be nice as a trumpet sort of section doing that, or this is a really powerful chorus, the strings could do it, but I feel like the brass would be a much better job at pushing across that kind of power, I guess. The most important thing is just to muck around with it, improvise. So I'll put my headphones on, go to my piano, play the song, and then I will muck around on my piano just trying out ideas which could work. A lot of the time, a lot of the ideas come when I'm actually making the piece itself as well. You know, you accidentally hit a wrong note and you think, oh, actually that sounds amazing, and you kind of work out where you're going with it and then leave it in, and that's kind of how it works really for me. So yeah. I don't feel like I'm answering these properly. I feel like I'm not giving enough information for you, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I hope that's enough. Question number 20. This is from Natalie Staruska. Happy birthday. How do you feel about people using your covers in the background of other YouTube videos? So yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me that question, if they can use my stuff in their videos. And that's completely fine, you can use it. The only thing I do ask for is if you can leave a link to my channel in your description or in the comment bit, pin it to the top or something. That's it really. Just a credit and a link to the channel. That's all I ask. Question number 21. How long does it take to cover a full song on average? Keep up the good work. Smiley face. That is from XRAFX. So yeah, back in when I first started off my YouTube in 2011, I was able to do a song in about, 5 hours, 4 hours. I just smashed it out. But I feel like you can kind of hear the quality difference now. If you listen to the older stuff, it just sounds awful compared to what I've been doing from this year, June onwards. Each orchestration is taking longer and longer to make as I'm trying to make sure that I'm kind of making it the best it can be, I guess. There's a lot of things I've learned on the software itself to make it sound more realistic and give it more emotion and such. So doing all that takes a long time, but to make the actual music itself, a couple of days maybe. And then for video, before again, the video used to take me maybe a couple of hours to make, but I'm still trying to improve that to make it more interesting for you guys to watch. So I'm now doing the whole animation thing with the, the lyrics and such. That takes bloody ages. Too long. I feel like that takes me a couple of days again as well. So yeah, it depends. I would say maybe 4 or 5 days to fully complete a music and video and then up onto YouTube. Okay, so thank you so much everybody for watching. I've never done one of these before, so I'm assuming this is going to come out just like rubbish, really. You know, you got to start somewhere. So I really do hope that you enjoyed it, obviously, and I hope that answered some of your questions for you. If you want to know anything else, of course, let me know down in the comments. Any requests, let me know down in the comments. Honestly, I do read every single one of them. I don't always reply to all of them, but as soon as they come through, I'm always like having a look and see what you guys are saying and getting feedback. It really, really helps me learn where to take the channel forward. And yeah, on to 2020. I hope this is going to be a big year for this channel. I mean, it's a stupid idea, but I really, really feel like we can hit 100,000 subscribers. I don't know. I said back in, it must have been sort of like June, July time, 2019. I had like 7,500 subs then. And I said, I really want to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. And now we're currently sitting on 23,000 and something subs. Yeah, I just can't believe that. I thought 10,000 would be hard to hit, let alone 23,000 subscribers. So yeah, maybe 100,000 isn't that impossible to reach. I don't know. It'd be amazing if we did though. So keep up the good work. Share, like, leave a comment down below. Show your parents, show your nan, show your dog. It'd be great. They'll love it. And yeah, once again, thank you all so much, and I hope you had a good Christmas. And I really, really hope you have a fantastic new year and on to 2020. Thank you all so much. Sorry for the lack of music at the moment as well. I've had a little bit of a break again as I've eaten too much and I've watched too much TV. Christmas TV is very addictive. But I'm getting back to work come 2nd of January. Yeah. Right. See you later. Oh, I'm so bad at talking on camera.